3 years ago, Charlie Cooksey, head and co-founder of InspireSTL, decided to part ways with the program. In doing so, she appointed Adam Layne as the director of the program. Not long after, InspireSTL merged with another program called Wyman. A year later, Wyman terminated Adam Layne's position as the director of InspireSTL, and we wanted to know why.
So InspireSTL is an education, access, and support nonprofit that was started to address some of the issues in the city, especially the statistics around education in the city. We saw that for the average St. Louis City High School, not a lot of those students, so a small subset of those students were prepared to go on to four-year colleges and universities, and an even smaller subset of that group would actually persist through college, and that's if they graduated from high school. A little bit of the background information on it was that we had merged 3 years ago. They had a program called TLP, or they have a program called TLP, the Teen Leadership Program. We have a program called InspireSTL. They felt that these two programs were the same. However, it's very clear I feel it should be pretty clear to everyone, at least to the people who are working on those programs, that they're not the same. They have similar goals in terms of leadership development, but the intentionality around it is very, very different. But going back to that resource aspect that I was talking about, they saw these two things as two expensive things that were doing the same thing. So it's like I have a Google Home, and then I also have an Alexa. Why would I pay for both and have them both in the same house? Let me figure out a way to either get rid of one or combine them into one device that I'm going to have. So they had presented the idea of having a combined program. And that's what they ran with to the board. That's what they presented to the board, and the board agreed on it. But they also said that they would keep the promises to the participants in both programs, and that would carry out for InspireSTL until 2023, and for the Teen Leadership Program, I believe until 2022 maybe. So around the same time, so an extended period of time. But running three programs, and I'm a numbers person, so I'm looking at the data. Running three programs is way more expensive than running two, especially if you're starting a new program. And with that, I believe it just got too expensive, and I believe that the ultimate goal is not to keep those promises until 2023, but to actually start taking away a lot of the essence of both programs. But I would say definitely InspireSTL, so start whittling away at it, so that it's even at 2023, it's not delivering what it currently is. And how that relates to me, again, me being a voice of advocacy, I wouldn't let that happen. And I wouldn't let that happen because of the level of commitment that I have to the promises that I've made as the director of InspireSTL, but also just the way that we value those relationships with our scholars families. That wasn't going to happen, and I was not going to let that happen. And I believe that they know I wasn't going to let that happen. And honestly, I don't think they wanted to hear my voice until 2023. And I think that's the reason why my position was eliminated. What I was told, so the language that I was given was that, and this is a quote, that they appreciated my leadership and they appreciated everything that I've done for the program, but they felt that my leadership skills were not the ones that they were looking for in the leader of this new merged program.
After talking to Adam Layne, we wanted to get a second perspective on this situation, and so we decided to ask a more recent member of InspireSTL as to what they thought about Mr. Layne's current dismissal.
I don't like how it happened, like the situation like that he was put in. Basically, like what I'm saying is like how they fired him on the spot, like because they didn't think that he would be like good for the program when they merged, and I don't like that. Like I think every scholar like really liked him and enjoyed his company, and he was like really good with us.
We decided to email the CEO of Wyman, but unfortunately, due to the circumstances, they were not able to get back to us, and so we weren't able to get their perspective on this situation.